How long is it going to take? If you ever try to quit the P word, you've asked yourself that question. And man, wouldn't it be nice if I could sit here and tell you a one-size-fits-all answer? Like, hey, if you just do this one thing for 30 days, then boom, you'll be free forever. But real life does not work like that. Because you're not just breaking a bad habit, you're rewiring your brain. Some guys, they got stuck a few months ago. Others, they've been in the loop for 5, 10, maybe even 20, 30 years. And that makes a huge difference on the timeline to freedom. It's kind of like someone who fell in love yesterday versus someone who built a home and a family with one person. The breakup hits way different. But here's the good news. No matter how long you've been stuck in the cycle, you can break free. But the bad news is it's not going to come from trying harder, because the guys who actually win, they build a strategy and they build a plan. And one that helps them go from watching adult content 7 days a week to the next week 4 days a week, and then 2 days a week, and then none. Because the truth is, you don't need perfection. You need progress that you can track and that you can repeat week after week after week. So let's break it down. To understand how long it's going to take you to quit the P word, ask yourself 3 main questions. How often are you watching it? Is it once a week? Or is it 3 times a day? How long has it been going on for? Did this recently start when life got stressful, or did it start back in high school? And most importantly, what kind of content is it? Is it regular, soft, and vanilla, or more graphic, taboo, or extreme? Because here's the thing, the more extreme and taboo the content, the deeper it wires into your brain, the more intense the cravings become. It's kind of like spicy food. The hotter it is, the more numb your taste buds get to it. And then regular food, it just doesn't hit the same anymore. And adult content works the same exact way. You keep turning up the intensity until nothing else feels like enough. And then you search for something worse and for something else. But here's the part that most guys never even think about. It's not just the habit, it's what's underneath the habit. You don't go back to the P word because you love it. You go back because you're avoiding something. Stress, loneliness, overwhelm, shame, pressure, whatever it is. The urge is not a problem. It's a signal. And if you don't decode the signal, you're going to keep responding in the same exact way. And that's what happened to me for years. I'd be 3 days clean. I'd feel good. I'd think to myself, hey, maybe I finally changed. Maybe something is actually different this time. And then something small happens. My boss gets mad at me. I feel like I failed. I feel alone or bored. And then boom, the thought shows up. Just for 1 second or just one video, it's not gonna hurt. And then it hurts. And that's how the cycle starts. And that's how the cycle repeats itself. So unless you know exactly what you're avoiding and what your real root cause is, you're gonna keep relapsing on autopilot. And here's the part I wish I knew 10 years ago. You don't beat adult content by going cold turkey. It rarely works. That's like trying to jump across the Grand Canyon in one leap. You're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. But what will work for you is systematize progression. So again, you're going to go from watching it 7 days a week to 4 days a week to 2 days a week. And then finally you stop needing it. And it's not because you got stronger or you somehow got more disciplined, but because your brain learned a new way to feel good. But the truth is, most guys never get there. Why? Because they skip the strategy. They think motivation is enough. They think willpower will set them free. But motivation dies the second real life punches you in the mouth, as you've seen. You don't need another pep talk. You don't even need to watch this video. You need a plan and something that shows you when the urges show up, what they're really trying to protect you from, and how to build a new response to actually replace it. So how long does it take to quit the P word? Short answer, it depends. It depends on how often you consume it, how intense what you consume is, and most importantly, what plan you're following. But for me, I was watching adult content since I was 10 years old. It started getting out of hand when I was 16 because I started watching it daily, and that happened until I was 20. But using the right system, in 60 days with the right plan, I was able to drop those numbers down to 0 every single month. And without that strategy, some men stay stuck forever. But the ones who are serious, they always find a way and they change. So if you're tired of going back to adult content and you want to figure out exactly why you keep going back and the real reason your brain keeps dragging you down even when you swear that you're done, click the link below and schedule your free root session calls with me. We'll hop on and break down exactly what's keeping you stuck and then map out a real plan to get free for good. Because freedom is not just possible, but it's predictable when you finally stop guessing and you start using the right system to rewire.